Get your official Doxby Films merchandise only at doxbyfilms.etsy.com. doxbyfilms.etsy.com. Shop now and support what we do.
I look like George Lucas.
We're back with another Cecilia Condit masterpiece for you. Beneath the Skin. Beneath the Skin. That's what it's called. You know what's beneath the skin?
The bone.
Exactly.
Give me the bone.
This is Beneath the Skin, 1981. So this is older than Possibly in Michigan.
And the bone.
Because Possibly in Michigan was what, 1983 we said?
Mm-hmm. And the bone was 1987.
Beneath the Skin. Make sure you go to her channel. You can find the link in the description of this video and watch it for yourself. We really like Cecilia Condit, and you can go to her website. The link to that is also in the description. So let's get into it.
It's giving me hay fever.
Let me tell you what a nightmare that was.
I've seen this
Most of the time, it just feels like the news extravaganza that it was, that I got real obsessed with the story, like it captured my imagination. It doesn't usually feel real, but some days it really feels like it happened.
Jerry, you have to see the baby.
That I really did know him, that there really was a body in his closet.
No, I can't.
And then
not
I feel
hear
really
that.
angry at him. Not for what he did to her, if he killed her, because that's
cool.
between
them. The face being projected on the face.
Me, and I keep asking myself, just as though I'm kind of haunted, did he do it? Did he kill her?
Yes.
And everyone told stories, and I must say they were some good stories, because people's lives certainly are filled with such good stories. But
people's lives are filled with good stories.
I had a story.
Look, I've done enough cocaine in my life to know that's what
really
talking on cocaine
people's
sounds.
Reactions. I would just casually drop it over coffee. That there was something really strange that had just happened. That this guy who I've been seeing for the last 4 years, the police just found a body in his apartment. And that it's been mummified and decapitated and wrapped in plastic and stuffed in a trunk. Where he's kept her for the last 2 years.
Sounds like a David Lynch weather report.
One of the funniest things about it was that when the news first came out and it became news all over the television, my mother, it came out that her head was missing and that they couldn't find it. And so my mother, who had all of his pots, these huge plants in her backyard, she was keeping them for him, thought maybe, well, it would be an ideal place for him to hide her head. And so she dumped out all these big plants. To be able to make this
kind of cool stuff.
And she never could find the spelling.
In the 80s with like the limited technology that they had.
It was just packed way down. I first heard about this whole thing when my best friend called. She said, look, are you sitting down? His name is all over the paper, and that somebody was found in a trunk in his closet, and they'd been mummified. And then a few days later it came out that it really was her, and that the dental records had they were the only thing that had been remained to let none of her hair was there. And then they found blood in the floorboards of the bedroom that matched her blood type.
This is like all gruesome.
He claims he was innocent
I'm gonna
and
pause
framed.
just to say this. This is like all gruesome, but like it sounds like it's just someone like your relative called you like on a Sunday night to tell you like some shit she saw.
No, that's like you calling me at 2 a.m.
Yes. Vigo, you gotta see the baby.
And I don't know whether to believe him, but the evidence is crazy against him. Got real suspicious and hired detectives, and they checked the apartment back records and found out that the tenants that lived directly under them complained that there was a bad smell, like some decaying thing had coming from the ceiling in the closet.
These are the conversations I have when I say hi to somebody at Kroger.
They searched the apartment and found the body. He didn't even know why they were taking him to jail. Well, he was out on bail and he skipped town.
This is a monologue that we should use for our auditions from now on. If you want to audition for us, you have to recite this entire thing.
Party, and he had a huge body. And in the 4 years that I knew him, his chest cavity really doubled in size. And also, I thought that he was somebody I had to be really careful of because he just seemed like he had could have such power over me. He was living with this girl who evidently, he might have murdered. Certainly, all the facts seemed to make it seem like he must have done it. She was interested in somebody else. And he was real clear, he was seeing me. She was a dancer who really wasn't strong enough to be a dancer. And she was kind of sick anyway, emotionally she was a little unstable. I always thought like she was epileptic and I'm diabetic.
This is like the conversations you just tune out that like some random person that you run into is like telling you while you're trying to do something.
Needed the break. Right after she disappeared, he took all the clothes out of the closet and hung them on a rack on the bedroom wall and then locked the closet. And I thought that was a little strange, but I never thought there'd be a body in the closet.
A body in the closet.
Later, he moved all of his clothes back.
Jerry, you gotta see the body.
That her mother made, he kept on top of the chest. So I was always sleeping under these blankets.
There you go, you gotta see the body
in it for 2 years. And
I always fear you're gonna call me and say that.
Because I was on medication, so I couldn't smell a thing. I thought whether he killed her or not, I felt I'd never feel comfortable, and I'd never know. And it seemed like a hell of a way to continue a relationship if I felt I'd never be able to be sure. Like he didn't go out. He had all his food sent up. He shaved his head and his beard. But people didn't know this because he never went out. Nobody saw him upset, but he was upset. He was very upset. And we would talk for the longest time about what would make a person disappear. And I kept saying, well, she's only disappeared for 3 weeks. There's no reason to be this upset. No reason to think she's not going to come back.
This is like two Yapirdolis from sounding like a conversation at one of my family get-togethers.
When all she's gone is for a couple of weeks.
Hey, it's me in the morning.
Does anybody know A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, G.I. Joe. Hey Joe, where you been? You got plastic arms that never bend, but Sterilia is for real. Oh, tell us all about Barbie and Ken, Barbie and men, Ken and men.
The fact that she can do this, the fact that her brain works this way is magnificent.
Yeah.
It's a dull life. We get killed and we stay dead. That's real life, no ideal life for me.
The musical numbers are like my favorite things about a lot of these.
Still Sterilia is for real.
They're so beautiful yet unnecessary. It's kind of like kids shows that have musical numbers for no reason.
Look when we get pulled over by a cop for listening to this.
The whole thing was just so crazy. It was just as though she was a possession of his. Like she was a space that wasn't being occupied, and so he absorbed her. And after he absorbed her, he became like her. And I started to realize if I courted violence too much more, I might get myself seriously hurt. Oh, this thing
like the colors on this
so
are awesome,
crazy.
Yeah.
It just makes me wonder what has been said by this whole thing. The weirdest thing was that I never saw the body. I never saw the dental records. I never saw anything. I've just read about it in the paper. Friends of mine saw
Her
it
films
on the
feel like when you
But it
inhale too
never
much
was
brake
real.
cleaner when you're working on your
It was
car.
just a bizarre story that somehow happened to my life. I dreamed that it was me and not her that he killed 2 years ago. And that's another story.
Another story? Are we getting a sequel?
This is actually a prequel to a West Side Story.
That was the same actress from.
I love you,
Possibly in
Cecilia,
Michigan,
but I
right?
cannot read this. Malloyan Scladani.
I cannot read this. Starts reading it.
Guanajuato, I think that says. Epileptic Seizures by Walter Chase.
Well, that was Beneath the Skin, 1981, by Cecilia Condon.
Dude killed a lady, and there were seizures involved.
The whole thing took place beneath the skin. But
Pictures of real corpses.
pictures of real corpses.
.com. Fucking.
No, but that was a ride. You've seen that one before, haven't you? Yeah. So that one predates Possibly in Michigan, and a lot of those effects. It's really cool to like think about some of the ways that she might have pulled that off, or like
If
anybody might have pulled that off back in the day.
You want to experience what it's like to talk to somebody tweaking in Kroger. Watch this.
Watch Beneath the Skin, 1981.
It's like the artistic equivalent of talking to somebody coked out at a house show.
Go to a nursing home and show this video to everybody there.
Show this video to your toddler.
Show this video to me. Be sure to like and subscribe. Go to CeciliaCondit.com. Go to her channel. Link in the description. And go to DoxbyFilms.com. Be sure to check out our merchandise at DoxbyFilms.etsy.com. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.
Ah,